Yeah, once again for the great minds of nine talking about. It's 4th&10. Got the homies from Infinite Flag, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, what's the names if you don't mind?
I'm Tom.
I'm Nat.
Okay, simple as that, simple as that. Where you from? What's your hood? What's your squad? What you repping?
Go ahead.
So we're from like the Philadelphia area. We're about like 45 minutes north. Um
Yeah, I guess
yeah.
some local teams for us was Supreme. We sponsored them one time back in last January. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
sure too many of them, but
yeah.
yeah, I'm
Now
sure there's a
now
bunch.
now
Oh,
we're
there's the Savages. We have like an ambassador on that team. And then just like there's a lot of the
DMV area.
yeah,
Yeah,
and like
anything
the
East Coast
that
is like
we know we see
yeah,
the same
yeah.
people come around like all the time. So it's
Okay, okay, that's definitely. I do know, like I said, a lot of my friends that had codes, so I definitely know y'all have a lot of
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
whatever. A lot of this interview was I changed the questions or the format a little bit from a flag football player to a brand of flag football. That's cool with y'all.
hmm
So,
Cool,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
um, there'll be some questions that'll come off weird, and you'll see my mind trying to think of a way to ask it simply. Just work with me. That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our answers might not be the best, but we'll try our hardest.
What sports y'all played growing up?
So I played, well, we both played ice hockey actually
Hmm.
growing up, but Tom played flag football as well in
High
high
school and
school and
college.
college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, where you from?
I'm from the Philadelphia area.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
Yeah.
originally from Maryland though, Annapolis.
okay.
So
The ice hockey just threw me off. I had to ask again. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
are you from? I don't know.
I'm from Richmond, but I'm in Northern Virginia. Like
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
okay,
nice. Okay,
cool.
cool. Yeah, yeah.
Not too far.
No, yeah, I played flag all in high school and then a little bit in college and then
Yeah.
yeah, but there's always been sports like ice hockey was a big one for us.
hmm Yeah. We both played lacrosse too at
Yeah,
one
that didn't
point.
wasn't that was a short stint. That was a short
Yeah.
stint.
Yeah, I mean.
But yeah.
all
Uh,
right. Who put you on the flag? Who brought you out?
I don't know. I guess I played tackle one year in eighth grade, and then I wasn't really ever a big kid, so like I don't know. I was playing like the weight class like 150. I was like 120 at the time, and I was just getting killed. So I guess from that going into high school, I started playing on the Sunday league, and then by my high school we did like in school tournaments and stuff like that. So I was kind of always just around it, and it catered to me a lot better because I was kind of more like on the agile, fast side rather than
Okay,
you know what I mean, get a hit
Yeah.
stick and call it a day.
okay. All right. My first question is usually what's your favorite format, but I will ask y'all what is y'all favorite piece, and what seems to be your favorite customer's piece.
Oh,
Oh,
okay, that's a good. I
okay.
knew that one.
Um, I feel like my favorite piece is probably our hoodies that just came out. They're like oversized, overweight, super warm. We like completely sold out of Tampa, but we're restocking soon.
Hmm.
But they're just like the most cozy, just like comfortable thing to wear. And I mean, what's your favorite?
Uh, I guess just probably because we're in the dead of winter right now, I'm gonna say it's probably the pants.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah, our
sweatpants.
sweatpants. Not like the light. I like the performance joggers, but the heavyweight ones we got. It's
hmm
Right.
like 20 degrees every day here now, so
Yeah,
I've
I
pretty
just
much
wear
been in
that
the
like every
hoodie, yeah, the
day.
hoodie and the pants every
Yeah.
day. But yeah,
Okay.
definitely for the customers, probably the joggers.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
the lightweight
2.0s
performance
really
joggers.
with the new zippers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they took really well in Tampa,
Yeah.
and we're gonna come out with new color hoodies with them soon too. So
hmm
yeah.
Okay. What point did you realize flag football didn't just need jerseys; it needed a premium look?
That's a good
That's a
question.
really good
Yeah. Yeah.
question.
So
Yeah.
actually kind of what got us into it was Nat's a graphic designer and we kind of already had a company going that we were designing with her like clothes, like just her original designs, which was Philadelphia, if like Eagles, Phillies, Flyers, all that. And then I was actively looking for like a gym company brand. But then the market with that was crazy and everything with my background with the flag football. My buddy asked us to print jerseys for his team. And I was kind of like, well, let me see. And then I was like, if we search up flag football shorts, is anything going to come up? And I knew nothing would because I was the guy with the tape on his
Yeah.
pockets. So
Or it's just like so generic. Like, like
yeah,
you always have like the Nike Under Armour and everything, but like,
there's $60 for a pair of
yeah.
shorts with zippers that they're not even the best. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And then like, things happen all the time. There's like failed attempt flag pulls and then things rip. And it's like, it's so much better to buy like a $27 pair of shorts than like spending like 40, 50, 60 for something that's not even specific to the sport. So then we were kind of like, what if we just created a brand for flag football specifically, focus on zipper pocketed shorts, the long sleeves, we do matching sets. And I think that's what like the sport needed, because I mean, there is nothing else like that. It's all just like jerseys, it's kind of like, you know?
Is there something about flag players' build or movement that the design is different than other sports? That makes sense.
I would at first I was gonna say yes to that, but then after being at all these tournaments, I mean, you see such a variety of everything. Yeah. So we're starting to learn that we have to hold from extra small to 3X and everything in between. And now we have youth, so now we have small to extra large right now, but now we might do extra small youth too, because it's just like, so yeah, I would like to say there's like 20
different sizes.
Yeah, there is no.
Yeah,
definitely a lot more medium and larges though, because those always, we try to get the majority of that, but they always seem to go the fastest anyway.
But it is really cool because people buy our stuff from like pro and Olympic players to rec to spectators to like moms. Like everyone is like, I'm gonna buy it. It says flag on it. Like I'm cold. Like it's comfortable. So like literally, it just kind of.
Yeah, we try to be like accessible for everyone.
Yeah.
We're a premium apparel brand for everyone.
I like it. I like that. Do you see InfiniteFlag as merch or as part of the culture's community or identity? Excuse me.
I would say after this Worlds, and I don't like to put labels on our own stuff, but just from others telling us that the feedback that we got was good, that we're saying that we're now a part of the community, and that's all we really ever wanted to be, but you can't really say that about yourself without
so we're like
so like I would like to say that because I feel the love and I love like help. I love giving to the community and they just give back, so it's just like I wouldn't want to be a part of it.
The community has been amazing. I mean, I really do think like just hearing the things that people would say to us, like coming up to the tent, be like, I like have your website open every day. I check it. Like I follow you on social media. Like I love your product, or like
and all the pictures everyone's
back
posting.
And,
it's
like,
just great.
Yeah, and at this point, it's like I recognize so many people. Like I recognize their names when the orders come through, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's this guy again. I'm like, yeah. So yeah, I really do feel like it is becoming part of the community. So it's like really exciting.
Best and toughest tournament experience for the brand so far, whether that's sales, exposure, weather, anything.
We've had some crazy ones. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, probably, I don't know. I have to put iFlag, well, now iFlag, but it was USA Flag, the Nashville tournament in March of last year. We drove 12 hours down there for it to get like hail, rain, flooded.
And like, then at like 8 at night, when I got back to my when we finally got back to Airbnb, we didn't sell anything because of the hail and rain.
It was like, maybe like
I get a call from Craig. And he's like, yo, you got to go. It's 8 at night. We just got back. I'm like, we're in Nashville. Let's just go enjoy the night. And then Craig calls me. He's like, you got to go move your trailer right now. It's pouring rain. He's like, if you don't, it's gonna become a river and float away. So now I'm like, we just got back. So I'm like, all right, guys, let's get back in the truck. Let's drive 30 minutes back to the field. I had to hitch the trailer, pull it to high ground. And then the whole tournament got canceled.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, we're like, okay. I mean, at least we're in Nashville, but like,
we still made the best of it. But that was definitely a tough one.
Yeah.
We had some tough ones. We went to New Jersey, and it was like 20 degrees out up in Newark, and it was just me and Nat, and it was like 15 or 20 degrees out. The wind was whipping, and it was a cold day. The best one was probably this recent Tampa one. It was the connections and the relationships we built, and
we had such a great spot too. Like it was amazing. Like everyone over at iFlag was great. So
okay. Before highlights in social media, gear ain't mattered as much. How much does camera era help brands like yours?
I think it's hard because nowadays with social media, I feel like it is a lot about like any content is good content. Like I love when people collab with us on posts because it just shows like exposure on both angles and like the tagging and everything. But before social media, I feel like the professional content did matter a lot more in a marketing sense. Like now with marketing, you can kind of get away with like going that social media route, but like before that, I mean, I think we definitely would have had to like right away hire like a professional photography, marketing, videography team to get that out there, which like we're still planning on doing in the future. But right now, I mean, social media is great because that's how you just can connect with everyone in like a confined space, if that makes sense. I hope that answers the question.
I like that.
Yeah.
Who was the first person outside your circle you saw wearing Infinite Flag that made it feel real?
Oh,
That's a good
wow. That's
question.
really cool.
It was probably when we went to Nashville for nationals in 2024. That was our first ever event. We had 4
Mhm.
sets, like a little 10 by 10 tent with like a hand press sign that we
Yeah.
made. And when people just like started buying our stuff and like believed in us, and like then you'd see day 2, they're wearing it, walking around, and we're like,
And that was going up to
oh my
everyone.
gosh. I was like, can I take the
Yeah,
picture?
now it's going up to
Yeah.
everyone. Can I take your picture? Can I take your picture? And they're like, that's the thing. Everyone was so great about it.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, absolutely, take my picture. And that was like, that's what helped us. Yeah, it's like,
yeah, but it was really cool to see. And then like some people like in the airport were wearing it and stuff, like, you know, and then they started tagging us on social media. I'm like, wait, this is actually like this is happening right
Yeah.
now. So I think that was the first time we actually saw people wearing it. So yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah,
and that was like right when we launched too.
Prior to that, like we started on July 4th, 2024, and that was like the first launch of our website. We got one sale that day, and it was from someone in like the Philadelphia area.
Yeah.
And then and I think prior to that, I don't think we had any online sales. No. So that was pretty much like we did that tent, and then that was it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. What's a bigger risk? Dropping something different or playing it safe?
Ooh, that's a really good question too. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of excitement now with our like community that like when we do drop something new, a lot of people are willing to try it.
Yeah, and we kind of we go through rigorous tests of like making sure that we have the best of what we're giving out. So I think the risk of coming out with something new is like now it's going to be new colors and new fabrics, but it's going to be, we might start doing like all field sideline, like wear it into like kind of with the big oversized hoodie, but now come out with like maybe the straight legged sweatpants to match it. So you can just slide them over, kind of like a warm up.
Yeah.
So it's like, is that playing it safe? I don't know. I think it's like, I think everyone's gonna love it. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you hope. Yeah.
I feel like the biggest risk we took so far was with getting into the youth.
Yeah.
We dropped our youth collection in October, and we thought like everyone was like, oh, it's just gonna like sell out. And we thought it was gonna be like an immediate take, but it's taken a little bit longer to get that traction going. I think because we have such like an adult like presence right now that we just
the youth, it's a different maybe like, they don't know, the exposure's not there completely yet, or
yeah, so we're gonna try to go to more like all youth events. But yeah, that was definitely a risk because we had to get like 3-4 sets of like all these sizes, like a whole nother, so
that was a whole thing. And it didn't, that one so far is like still in the works.
Yes. We're growing.
Okay. What matters more long term, superstar visibility or everyday player loyalty?
Everyday player loyalty.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Sure. That's what we build our brand upon. It's like I love building those relationships when they come up to my tent and I know them and they know me, and that's just like that's what it is.
And also the fact that we haven't been like a part of the flag community like forever, we sometimes don't know who like the biggest people are. Like I'm starting to learn because like I do social media and I'm like, okay, like I know the some people, but like when they first come up to us at the tent, and I'm like, we just treat them the same as we would treat any other customer because
and it just builds great relationships, and we have so many great players in our gear now that the list is going on and on now. It's amazing. So it's like cool. It's just back to that comment where it's like you can be a rec or you could be in the pro division. It's like whatever you want to be. It's like, but it's meant for everyone.
Exactly.
I like that. All right. What feels better, seeing your gear in a viral highlight clip, youth players wanting it, or seeing it everyday life off field?
It's hard. I want to say all of them, but I mean
right now probably the youth because we don't see
that often. But it is really cool when we see like I don't know, we've seen like former NFL players like wear our gear and be like, wow, that's crazy. Or like someone on like the national team and those like professional pictures that are taken. I'm like, oh my god, that stuff is so exciting. Really cool.
Every time something like that pops up on Instagram, I'm just like, oh, that's like, I always send it to her because I don't do the Instagram. That's just for everyone. Like if you're DMing, it's not me. I just every time a notification comes up, I actually kind of get like scared.
I'm like, don't read it. I got it.
Yeah, it's like,
I
just look and send them. I'm like, oh, I found it. Got someone in it.
Yeah. So
speaking to that, I know you said you're a graphic designer, but what are the roles that you two plays in the company, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh yeah, I mean, I handle all like the creative type things as well as like clearly the social media and stuff. Anything that has to do with like design. I mostly do, and I do a lot of the communications, like email, DM, and
Yeah.
then Tom does all like the financial.
I do all like the background where it's like the ordering, where we're stocking it, how we're transporting it, how we're paying for it, all the business, all the
loading
fun
and
stuff.
unloading the
Yeah,
trailer,
all the fun stuff.
driving 50 hours.
Yeah. I get to do all the fun stuff.
Did it take a little while to gel into those roles, or y'all already knew what y'all had, the strengths y'all had coming into this?
Yeah, somehow we did. It was kind of unspoken.
Yeah,
like
I think it's
we didn't ever actually speak about what we were going to do because I didn't think we really knew what was going to happen. There wasn't really a role. We kind of like we said when we went to July, we kind of was just in a 10x10 tent with our 4 sets, and we didn't really have a social media.
We definitely had
we
to,
didn't like.
Yeah.
So like as it's growing, we kind of just started getting our strong points, and she's great in everything that's making it look nice and promoting us. And
because I could never handle the stuff that he does. I'm like, okay, you got that right, because I'm not like that is not my realm. So we definitely adapted, and like it just became very natural system. Some things we do together, like we do like the shipping and handle all of like the inventory and stuff. But
if a package ever comes all messed up, it's probably because I packaged it.
All right, on the flip side of which feels better, which one's worse? A piece you love not getting any attention, your gear ripping mid-game, a fire photo dropping but your logo folded over.
Oh man, all of those are like heartbreaks.
Yeah, right. I mean, the rip short one, if we're in person and your clothes do rip, come back up and we give them 50% off. So that one doesn't hurt so bad.
Yeah. But it does suck when there's a cool picture and like you see and you're just like,
oh man.
Then I'm like DMing them
and you're like, I see it, I know what that is. I know what that is. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That one is a tough one.
But yeah, I don't know, product not getting the love that I feel like that's a heartbreak to me, because it's like, because I mean we both do the design like ideas for it, but like that is like I do put a lot of time into designing it, and us picking the colors and everything, and then if that like doesn't go well, then I'm like, I feel like it's almost like a reflection of like our design choices, and we're like, oh damn, like didn't like it. Like, that sucks. We thought it was cool.
Yeah, tough one was when that March was
the lucky
set. Yeah, so that was actually on like St. Patty's Day, right around there. So we came out with our green one for
like,
the lucky.
Oh, it's gonna do great.
And it was supposed to do great, and then like the rain and the hail and everything else. So.
Yeah, but the green really like picked up. Like we went to Boston.
That helped out.
And that like so we're like almost sold out of that now. But like initially we were like, damn, we have all of this inventory we thought we were gonna sell at Nashville, and now it's like.
So so both hindsight, which one's worse, the pitch or that one?
I don't know. I think there's more hope for the
I guess the picture,
because you're like, oh, it will initially
sell. The picture's probably worse because then the picture you can't go back on that. I can't post.
And you're like, that's out in the world, especially if they tag us. I'm like,
yeah.
Like this is really cool, and I want to repost it, but like it's ripped. So like,
or that, that's true too.
Yeah, but it's only happened a few times. It's not like.
Then we reach out to them and we say, hey, here's a code.
Yeah, we're like, we got to like just.
Absolutely.
How'd y'all come up with the code idea?
Oh, like for ambassadors and stuff?
Yeah.
That was we started that early, like probably after Nashville.
Yeah, I realized that like every brand that has like every great brand that I realized that over a startup or anything, like they don't really just build the brand, they build like a community. So by building a community, you have to make everyone feel a part of it, and if that's giving everyone that wants to be a part of it a free set and then a great discount every time you come up to the booth, then that's a great way to do it. So it's like, if I can help them with that, and then they could help me by posting on a picture on Instagram, like that's like the love that like, you know what I mean? That's like,
it's been amazing. And it really just makes us feel like we're just like closer to our customers, and just like, it really
like
is
they
all
will
about,
just
like,
DM her
community.
and just talk to her and say, hey, this and this and that. And it's like, that's
and it's
great.
just natural, and I just love it. But yeah, and it's been so great just getting more people involved, and then people never used to be like asking this much via social media. I want to be an ambassador. Can I be an ambassador? Like back, and that's like really cool, because it just means people are talking about it. People that want to be a part of this community, like they love our brand. They want to represent it, and like putting your name behind something is like a lot. And like
especially on social media and everything. So it's like, and that's what, when we started, we realized what was the toughest thing is that no one knows what we are. So why are they gonna buy it? Because why wouldn't they just go buy the Nike short? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but the fact that now I guess we're starting to build that brand loyalty and that trust in the community, and everyone's starting to realize that like this is a premium flag football apparel here that's here to stay. I think that's what's really big about it.
That's dope. That's dope. All right. Favorite top and bottom y'all dropped so far for both of y'all.
Oh, I would say Miami Vice. I think that one was like
that was cool.
really
I think oh man, yeah, that's a tough one. Man.
The matching sets are just so cool.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We have a bunch of. I always like. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The one.
Are you thinking about our new one coming out? We have like a really cool new one coming out. It's a secret, but that
one's cool. Really I think I like the fight set a lot.
Yeah.
The last year, the white with the fight down the arm. I like that.
Yeah.
One.
It has the
ribbon on the neck and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a cool one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What does Infinite really mean in your vision for the brand?
Infinite. I think it started out with being like infinite possibilities. Like we can create any product necessary for the sport. We will try our best. I mean, like apparel wise, we'll try our best with like creating an endless amount of new designs. And like a big thing we do is limited edition, like our sets. Basically, like once it's sold out, it's out unless we like bring it back as a throwback. But like we have sets now, like our pink breast cancer one and our USA one, like when we first dropped it, like those are blues. Those are like completely sold out at this point, but it's almost like an exclusivity, like, okay, get it now. Once you get it, like then you keep it, and like it's something that you can look back on, and people just love to like collect our stuff too. So I feel like that has something to do with like the infinite possibilities. And it's also just like a feeling. I feel like at this point people are like infinite, like feeling infinite flag. Like, it's just, like I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's a cool name too. Yeah. I think.
It's kind of, it could be subjective. Yeah. I guess I like, that's kind of, I guess, how we're kind of looking at it.
Yeah, that's how we look at it. I don't know what other people think, but I mean,
it's like infinite because it's just like infinite possibilities. Like whatever you guys can give to us. Like so many people like bring out, we need bucket hats. We need bucket hats. So then I did everything I could to make the best bucket hat. It took me a little while because I had like 4 different samples because every single one I got, I wanted to add something different. Said some this, that. But I think I finally got it.
Yeah, it
takes a while. So if someone is harping on something, it is on us, and we are working on it. But
we really try to take customer feedback like into consideration for like everything. And if we get like a repeated thing over and over again, then we're like, okay, we gotta do that. But yeah.
So the feedback's great. We don't ever take a negative comment negatively. We always take it as constructive criticism and try to make it better. So yeah.
That's funny because I'm throwing 2 questions while y'all was talking. How long did it take for y'all to get to that point where you learned to take the feedback as constructive criticism instead of just
since day one? Because I never I guess you can never, the customer's never wrong, right?
I guess we started out where we were like, okay, we don't know how this is going to take, and this is like a big risk. And then so when anyone would tell us anything to improve it, we were like, okay, if we do that, like then that's just going to help us grow,
right?
But it is, I'm not gonna lie, like I think he's better about it than me. Like it is sometimes like when people don't like something and they tell us that, then it's like a hit to like my like heart. I'm like, oh man, I'm like all the hours and the time that went into this and you don't like it. And I'm like, nobody really says they don't like something. It's just like, oh, maybe you could like fix this or that or the sizing or something like that. So
and we try our best to cater to everyone, but it's always if we had to cater to every single request, we wouldn't be the same brand.
We couldn't possibly listen to like every single little thing, but
it's all good.
In a majority,
it's fun.
Before I let you go, what does success look like for you that has nothing to do with money?
Just being, I guess right now, just kind of the growing in the community.
And the love that we've gotten and the recognition so far. If we can just like continue with that, like just having the same loyal people supporting us, like keep growing, just grow that community. I think that's like the most rewarding thing.
And I guess the big one is to try to actually get bigger into the youth, because then once you get into the youth, like the brand will then become like a Nike and an Under Armour to these kids growing up. So
they'll grow with it. They'll be like, hey mom, I want my Infinite Flag joggers, and like that's gonna be something
a normal thing. Right? So like it is new now, but within the next following couple of years, that hopefully that's the vision.
Okay. Last one again, my bad.
No, you're good.
Do you care more about who is wearing it or how they're wearing it?
I think how. I would say how because for me, I'm a visual person. I love seeing the way people like pair the long sleeves to their jerseys.
Yeah, that's
Like,
cool.
I don't know. I mean, I've seen teams that are like they wear the lucky green one and they have like a green jersey.
Even in the
And it's
background
like,
right now.
yeah, right
Yeah, the
there. Like,
background
I
with the
mean,
flag, with
with
the infinite flag.
yeah, and it's just like color coordinating. And I feel like we are getting to the point where we have like a lot of different options. So people can be like, oh, that would look sick with my jersey, like wearing it on my jersey or pairing it with like these shorts. And people love to like mix and match in person our
Yeah.
sets. You
Yeah.
can do like the white long sleeve with the black shorts,
Yeah.
or so I love seeing the way people like pair it together. I mean, it is really cool, of course, seeing who wears it. But I just love seeing like as a style person, I think that's like
Yeah.
really cool for me.
Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I mean, seeing who wears it is like, it is pretty cool too, though.
Yeah, that is really exciting. Yeah.
I get amped up. I get on my
Yeah.
Who's that person that surprised you? You saw them walking on with seen them with your either post or a picture or just seen them walking.
Oh, I'm not gonna
outside?
lie. Tampa, last year we saw DRC in our like whiteout set, and we didn't even know, like we didn't recognize him at first, and like he just came up and like bought it and went along, and then like someone came up to us and was like, like he's wearing like your whole set, and we were like, what? And then I like go up, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, we're still kind of new. That was like our second tournament at that point, so I was like, that's so cool, and like now we like post at the gym wearing our joggers and stuff, and we're like, this is
we reached out to him. He's great. He's
such a nice guy.
Great guy.
Yeah, so that was probably like our first like big.
Yeah, I was really cool. And he played on the Eagles for a bit too, so I was like, cool for me. I was like, that's cool.
That's dope. All right, well, yeah, that's 4th&10. I enjoyed this one. I really did.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate you having us on. This was great questions, by the way.
Oh,
seriously, that were fun. They had me thinking. They did.
Yeah.
It's funny. Sometimes I do tell the people, like, when I ask you a question, you be like, that's a good question. That makes you feel good. Like, that's
it is.
That was actually like really great questions.
That,
really good ones.
Yeah.
With the the logo folded over. I was like, that's a really good question. I mean, thinking.
And they were like different too. Like I feel like sometimes we get like the same kind of ones, but like that was like I felt nice. Good talking about that. Yeah, that was good. Thank you.
This won't be our last convo. I got y'all, man. So we'll link again.
Oh yeah, absolutely.